Hi, this is Luke Zipp from Crocker Farm Auction, and I'm here with an outstanding selection of Crawford County, Georgia stoneware that we're going to be offering in our March 23rd, 2019 Stoneware and Redware auction. So we actually received a collection of Crawford County stoneware, really finely curated collection with very unusual examples that we'll be offering in the sale. And so there's a lot more pieces than this, but I wanted to highlight a few of the finer, more interesting examples for you. And if you aren't familiar with Crawford County, Georgia stoneware, it really was the last bastion of production of alkaline glazed stoneware in the American South with any great frequency. So the potters there in Crawford County inherited, by way of Washington County, Georgia, the Edgefield tradition of alkaline glazed stoneware, and which began in the late 18 teens in Edgefield, South Carolina, and then spread throughout the American South. Crawford County had a ready supply of customers with the Macon, Georgia liquor industry, and so they stayed in business, making alkaline glazed, Southern style stoneware pots until the Prohibition really put them out of business, that industry. But these are some, so there's a lot of Crawford County stoneware out there. It's great to collect beautiful glazes. It's really typified by the type of alkaline glaze on the two examples on the left and right. But beautiful glazes on the pieces. And then also some of a lot of the potters mark their wares with initials on the handles. So these two examples have the maker stamps of the initials of the maker. The one in the example is one of the most prolific, if not the most prolific, Crawford County potters, and that's Jesse Bradford Long. And he started potting when he was about 20 years old, late 1820s in Crawford County, and kept potting, and then influenced many family members. There's like 20 Long family members who were potters in Crawford County, well after the Civil War. But this example is one of the nicest Long family pots that I have ever seen. And look at it. I mean, it's just massive. This is a 4-gallon jug on the example, on the end as an example. So this is probably about 10 gallons. They call this form water cooler, Crawford County collectors, because of the spout at the top. It doesn't have a bunghole at the bottom, but it's a large jar with a pour spout at the top. The lid survives. It's the original lid. Look at that hand-thrown disc, really thick, with the brown slip on it, nice knob handle. Then the pour spout at the top, and then the handle stamp from JBL, extremely rare long piece of all the long pieces known to exist. This is just such a monumental, beautiful example. Tooled lines at the top as well. An awesome, excellent condition for being such a massive piece. On the end, the Betcham family from Crawford County is extremely prized, highly collected, and their really most collectible examples are these double-handled jugs. This 4-gallon example has an awesome alkaline glaze. Really beautiful runs. It's CJB for Columbus Jackson Betcham. The Betcham family, the patriarch potter was Washington Betcham. He started potting before the Civil War, and then his sons carried that tradition after the Civil War in the postbellum period. They had interesting names: Lafayette or Fate Betcham, Columbus. So it was a very historically minded family. But this is just a great example, great condition, highly collectible. We've had a number of these double-handled jugs from Crawford County in our sales before, and this is one of the nicest ones we've handled for sure because of the quality of the glaze. And then the example on the end is so unusual. Like I said, Crawford County stoneware is mostly collected for the quality of the alkaline glaze, or tobacco spit as some of the collectors call it. This is a beautifully formed jar, but then it has an incised Palladian window on the end. So, very few examples of Crawford County stoneware have any kind of incised decoration. So this is, some people call it like an end of day piece, or just really creative expression of the potter when they're mass producing stoneware for consumption of food and beverage. Same type of pots making day in and day out. For whatever reason, a stroke of genius, they decided to size a decoration onto it on the end as well, which is very unusual. There's also an incised detail on the inside. I don't think you can get it, but I have photos on the website of that almost looks like initials on the inside. But again, this was a great collection. We were thrilled to get it and offer it in this auction. It was carefully curated over decades, choosing very unique, unusual pieces. And we are thrilled to offer it in our March 23rd, 2019 Stoneware and Redware auction.